Good morning, everyone. Now, the next part, that is the part 5 of the lesson, alcohol, phenol, and ether that is esterification. Esterification. Esterification is one of the chemical property of the alcohol as well as of phenol, and as it is clear from the name that there will be a formation of ester take place. That's why it is known as esterification. The formation of ester takes place. So alcohols and phenol react with carboxylic acid, acid chloride, and acid anhydride. That is, in case of the esterification, alcohols, phenols, they react with carboxylic acid, they react with acid chlorides and acid anhydrides. Then we get ester. So whenever there is a formation of ester take place, so such type of reactions are known as the esterification reaction. Okay. Now let us take some reactions of esterification shown by the alcohol as well as by the phenol. So let's take the combined example. Now AR oblique R. Now I hope it is clear to you. If we are writing AR, means we are talking about the aryl group. It means we are talking about the benzene ring. What is AR? That is the aryl group. And what is the meaning of aryl group? It is a benzene ring. And if we are writing the R, it means it is a alkyl group. So we may have AROH or ROH. If it is AROH, it means it is phenol. AROH means it is phenol, and ROH means we are talking about the alcohol. ROH is the general formula for the alcohol, and AROH is the general formula for the phenol. So what happened when it combined with carboxylic acid, COOH. This is the any alkyl group R dash, COOH, and we know that if COOH group is present with the alkyl chain, so it is the member of carboxylic acid family. It is a carboxylic acid. Okay. So the reaction takes place in presence of acid. The reaction takes place in presence of acid. We get AR oblique R OCOR dash plus there is a formation of water molecule, and when COR is present, so it is ester. This is the formula for the ester. This one is the formula for the ester. ROCOR. That is the CO group is present here. OCO, that is COO. We can say it as a, maybe it may be written as a ROCOR or RCOOR. This is the formula for the ester. So it may be AROCOR, that is for the phenol, and it may be ROCOR, and this is for the alcohol with the liberation of the water molecule. So this is how the ester form when the aryl or the alkyl group, or when the phenol or alcohol react with the carboxylic acid. So this is the reaction with the carboxylic acid. Now let's take, we have done this one carboxylic we have done. Now the second is that is acid chloride. Now let's take the example of acid chloride, how the ester form when the phenol or the alcohol react with the acid chloride. So second is the acid chloride. For example, we have AR, again ROH. This is the phenol and this one also alcohol. So when it react with acid chlorides, so the formula for the acid chloride is R dash, that is any alkyl group, COCl. R dash COCl is the general formula for any acid. This is any acid chloride. Okay, this one is any acid chloride. Again, the reaction takes place in presence of acid. H plus ion represent the presence of acid. So we get AR dash ROCO R dash plus RCOOH R dash COOH. So this one is ester with the formation of carboxylic acid. So when the alcohol or the phenol react with acid chloride, we get ester as well as the carboxylic, sorry, not a carboxylic acid. This one is, sorry, this is not carboxylic acid. This is HCl. Only HCl is left here. So this one is HCl. So, and this one is the ester. This formula represent the ester with the HCl, formation of HCl. Okay. Now the last one is the acid anhydride. Now let's take the example for the acid anhydride. Again we have RAR, that is ROH. Now the general formula for the acid anhydride is, that is R dash CO whole 2 O. This is the formula for the acid anhydride. It takes place in presence of acid, that is H plus. Again we have AR oblique R O CO R dash plus R dash COOH. So again this is the ester. This one is the ester. Now look at all the three reactions. Okay. In all the three reactions, the main product is ester. This is ester, this one is ester, this one is ester. The main product is the ester. Now only the difference is of the second product. In first product, when the alcohol or the phenol react with carboxylic acid, we get ester plus water. When alcohol and phenol react with acid chloride, we get ester and HCl. In the last reaction, when alcohol and phenol react with acid anhydride, when it react with acid anhydride, we get ester with carboxylic acid. So these are the three main type of a reaction, and these reaction comes under the category of the esterification because the ester is formed in all the three kind of a reaction. Okay. Now the reaction with the carboxylic acid, this one is the reaction with the carboxylic acid, this one is the reaction with the acid anhydride, is carried out in presence of a small amount of concentrated sulfuric acid. This H plus ion represent it is a acid and it is a concentrated sulfuric acid, and the reaction is reversible. Here we put the sign for the reversible. This is the sign for the reversible reaction. So the reaction is reversible and therefore water is removed soon as it is formed. Okay. And the reaction with the acid chloride, this one is the acid chloride, okay, is carried out in the presence of the base, and that is called the pyridine, so as to neutralize the HCl which formed during the reaction. Okay, so these all three reactions are known as the esterification reaction. These are called the esterification reaction. And there is one more example, that the introduction of acetyl group in alcohol or phenol known as acetylation. Okay, the alcohol or phenol when they react with acetyl group. When they react with acetyl group. So what is the symbol for now CS3CO? This is the acetyl group. So the introduction of the acetyl group to the alcohol and the phenol is known as acetylation. This is called acetylation. Alcohol and phenol when react with the acetyl group, that is CS3CO group, that time it is termed, the reaction is termed as a acetylation. Now let's take the example of acetylation of salicylic acid. So the structure for the salicylic acid is, this is the benzene ring. Here it is OH group and here we have COOH group. So this is salicylic, this is salicylic acid. So the salicylic acid, when the acetylation of the salicylic acid takes place, that is CS3CO2, that time in presence of acid, so we get aspirin. We get aspirin, and the formula for the aspirin is, this is OCOCH3. So this is the benzene ring, this is COOH group is present here and OCOCH3 group is present here, and this is the aspirin. This is aspirin. So when the acetylation of the salicylic acid takes place, we get aspirin plus CS3COOH. This CS3COOH is the acetic acid, and the IUPAC name for the aspirin is that is acetyl salicylic acid. This is known as the acetyl, this is called the acetyl salicylic acid. Okay, now this is the salicylic acid, this is the acetyl group, this is aspirin, that is acetyl salicylic acid, and this one is the acetic acid. So this is all about the esterification reaction shown by the alcohol as well as by the phenol. Now the next is the reaction involving cleavage of carbon oxygen bond. That is, the next part is reaction involving cleavage of carbon oxygen bond. So what happens when the bond between the carbon and oxygen splits? How the reaction takes place in alcohols. So reaction involving cleavage of CO bond in alcohol. So the reaction involving the cleavage means a breakdown or a splitting of the CO bond take place only in the alcohol, and the phenol does not show such type of a reaction. Only the phenol show this type of a reaction with zinc only, while it is reaction involving the cleavage of CO bond is very common in case of the alcohols. Now under this, the first heading is reaction with hydrogen halide. Now it's clear from the name that there is a hydrogen and there is a halogen. That's why it is called as a hydrogen halide. So the alcohol react with the hydrogen halide to form alkyl halide. So the reaction is, that is the alcohol, and when it react with hydrogen halide, that is HX, it form alkyl halide with the formation of the water. Alkyl halide with the formation of the water. So the difference in the reactivity of the three classes of alcohol with HCl distinguishes them from another one, and that is called the Lucas test. Okay, so alcohols are soluble in Lucas test, that is the Lucas reagent, and this reagent is used to distinguish between the primary, secondary and the tertiary alcohol. So Lucas test means it is the concentrated HCl plus ZnCl2. This is the Lucas reagent, concentrated HCl and ZnCl2, while their halides are immiscible and produce turbidity in the solution. So to produce the turbidity in the solution, in case of tertiary alcohol, turbidity is produced immediately and as they form as a halide easily, and primary alcohol do not produce turbidity at the room temperature when they react with the Lucas reagent, that is the concentrated HCl and the zinc chloride. Now the next one is the reaction with, this is the next reaction with the alcohol, that is the reaction with phosphorus trihalide, reaction with phosphorus trihalide, reaction with phosphorus trihalide. Okay, now the alcohols are converted to alkyl bromide by the reaction with the tribromide. Okay, tribromide. So the alkyl tribromide is formed when the alcohols are reacted with phosphorus tribromide. That time we get the alkyl bromides. Now the next one reaction is, that is the dehydration. The next reaction is the dehydration reaction. Okay, now it is clear. The meaning of the hydration is the water, addition of the water, that is called the hydration. So if we are talking about the dehydration means there will be a removal of water molecule. So alcohols undergo dehydration, that is the removal of water molecule. The meaning of the dehydration is removal of water molecule to form alkenes, when treated with protic acid and concentrated H2SO4 and the phosphoric acid, or as a catalyst such as the anhydrous zinc chloride or the alumina. So the reaction is like this, that is the carbon atom, this one is another carbon atom, this is the OH, this is the formula for the alcohol. Now when the dehydration of alcohol takes place, okay, anhydration takes place by heating it in presence of the acid, this part detached from the alcohol, and when this part detached from the alcohol we get this one, that is the alkene. We get alkene plus H2O, alkene plus H2O. Now here the removal of water takes place, that's why this reaction is known as the dehydration. So ethanol undergoes dehydration. Ethanol undergoes dehydration by heating with concentrated H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. So the example is C2H5OH. This is the example for the ethanol. Again the reaction takes place in presence of concentrated H2SO4 at the temperature of 443 Kelvin. We get CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2O. This is ethene. So this is the way how the dehydration of alcohol takes place, and whenever there is a dehydration of alcohol takes place, we get alkene. Now let's take the another example. This is the primary alcohol. Now let's take the example for the secondary and the tertiary alcohol. So they also dehydrated under the milder condition. They dehydrated under the milder condition. So the formula is, that is the CH3. So it will be means if we have the secondary and the tertiary alcohol, so that time we get the dehydration also takes place, but the condition changes. This is the case for the primary alcohol only, and when the secondary tertiary takes place, so the condition will be changed. So this one is the secondary. The case of the secondary alcohol, for example, we have CS3CS. This is the OH bond is present here, and we have CS3 here. Again, it takes place in presence of 85% H3PO4 at the temperature of 440 Kelvin. So this intermediate step is different in this case as well as in the case of the primary alcohol. So that time we get CH3CH double bond CH2 plus H2O. So this is the case. This is the example for the secondary alcohol. This one is the secondary. This is the secondary alcohol. This is the case for the secondary alcohol. And let's take the example for the tertiary alcohol. So if we have the CH3, see again this one is OH, this is the CH3 and this one is the CH3. So here the conditions change and the condition is 20% H3PO4 and the temperature is 358 Kelvin. So we get CH3C double bond, that is CH2. This one is CH3 plus H2O. So this is the conditions are changed. The intermediate condition are changed. This is the case for the primary alcohol. This is the case for the secondary alcohol. And this is the case for the tertiary alcohol. So this is the mechanism how the dehydration takes place in the primary alcohol, secondary alcohol as well as in the tertiary alcohol. And the dehydration of the order for the dehydration. The order for the dehydration is, this is the tertiary, this one is the tertiary, that is the secondary and then primary. So this is the sequence. This is the sequence for the different kind of the alcohols. This one is the sequence. Now the next chemical property is oxidation. This is the next chemical property, that is oxidation. So the oxidation of alcohol involves the formation of carbon-oxygen double bond. Carbon-oxygen double bond with the cleavage of an OH bond and CH bond. Now let's see how the bond break down. This is O, this one is H. Now the breaking of this and this one, both the bonds takes place. The breaking of CH bond as well as the breaking of OH bond. So the breakdown or breaking of these two bonds takes place and there is a formation of carbon-oxygen double bond. This takes place in the case of oxidation. Here this is the bond breaking. Bond breaking takes place and we get the carbon-oxygen double bond. So this type of a cleavage and the formation of a bond occur in the oxidation reaction. The breaking of this type of these two bond takes place and the making of this one bond takes place. So these reactions are also called, these reactions when such type of a bond breakdown of bond takes place. So these are also known as dehydrogenation. These reactions are also known as dehydrogenation reaction. These reactions are also called dehydrogenation reaction. And why they are called dehydrogenation reaction? Because these involve loss of hydrogen from the alcohol. These involve loss of hydrogen from the alcohol. That's why they are known as dehydrogenation reaction. And the product of the oxidation reaction depend upon the type of alcohol, whether it is a primary, secondary or the tertiary alcohol, and also on the nature of the oxidizing agent. Okay, so the oxidation of the alcohol is carried out by the number of reagent. We have a variety of reagent which are helpful in the process of oxidization or oxidation. That is, the first one is KMnO4, the second is N2Cr2O7. Okay, next one is K2Cr2O7. So these all are the oxidizing agent which are helpful in the oxidation of alcohol, by which we get carbon-oxygen double bond. we get carbon oxygen double bond. So now let's take some example how the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, the oxidation takes place in these type of alcohol. Let's take the example for the primary, that is the primary alcohol. For example, we have RCH2OH. This is the primary alcohol. Now here the oxidation takes place. Oxidation of the primary alcohol takes place. We get RC double bond O. This one is H. Okay. So R, that CHO is aldehyde. This one is aldehyde. So when the oxidation of the primary alcohol takes place, we get the aldehyde. Again the oxidation takes place and we get RC double bond O. This one is the OH. What is this? COOH. That is carboxylic. This one is the carboxylic acid. Okay, this one is the carboxylic acid. So when the primary alcohol oxidizes, first of all it gives aldehyde, and again after the oxidation it gives carboxylic acid. Now the next is the secondary alcohol. Now second one is the secondary alcohol. So let's check how the oxidation of the secondary alcohol takes place. For example, the secondary alcohol are oxidized to, this is, first of all let us draw the secondary alcohol, RCH. This is R dash, two alkyl group are here. This is a secondary alcohol. So it is converted to ketone, that is RC double bond O R dash. Okay, with the help of chromic anhydride. With the help of chromic anhydride. CrO3 is the formula for the chromic anhydride. And tertiary alcohol do not undergo oxidation. Tertiary alcohol, this is the secondary alcohol, but tertiary alcohol do not undergo oxidation. Under the strong reaction condition, such as a strong oxidizing agent like potassium permanganate, and the elevated temperature, cleavage of the various carbon bond takes place, and a mixture of carboxylic acid contain the lesser number of the carbon atom formed. Lesser number of the carbon atom formed. Okay. So these are the cases how the dehydrogenation takes place. Okay, and oxidation takes place. And these are the different steps involving in the oxidation process.